Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Jared. How are you?
Doing fine. It's Labor Day, Monday night in the mag.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about losing kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag-room. Mag-room. The mag-room. The mag-room.
The end of summer.
Happy birthday to labor. Today's the day that labor was invented, everybody.
No, this was originally like everybody worked like all the time, and then the guys were like, all right, you can have one day off of your Labor Day.
End of the year, go have a barbecue at your house, but back to work on Tuesday, okay? What is Labor Day? Like just a celebration of the people that built the country?
Then you get a day off. It's weird.
Yeah, but what's it a celebration of?
We should like work double shifts on Labor Day.
That's the spirit.
I have no idea. You want me to look it up, or should we speculate for a while?
I think it has to do with like labor.
Okay, it's a good guess.
Like the work
It
that
could
went
be,
into the
it could
workers
be
that
like-
workers that went into building this country.
Could be like
The laborers.
labor, like you're having a baby.
Yeah, going into Labor Day. I was thinking that.
Like for all the women who had to go into labor.
It's for that moment when the... What does in labor mean? That like when it starts? Are you in labor the whole time that you're giving the baby? And then once the baby comes out, you're done laboring? Is that the way that word works?
Probably once the pain starts.
That's in labor.
Yep. I don't know we should ask that doctor we had on.
Yeah, Grace.
Grace, who we asked every single doctor question we had, whether related to her or not.
So it's got to be one
It
of
says
those
it's
two.
a annual celebration of the social and economic achievements of American workers.
Okay, that makes sense.
What are the social achievements of American workers? They
Like
hang out
best
at
dressed,
the coffee.
best dressed, most likely to
We're
succeed.
the best dressed workers in the world.
Well, depending on what industry you're in, yeah. Now, is there a day that celebrates like? Okay, so that celebrates the workers. What day celebrates the suits? You know,
The bosses, yeah.
what's a boss's day? Is there a boss's
I guess
day?
they're workers. Bosses work, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the big bosses.
How about what a day celebrates the people who just have lots of money and just earn interest off their money?
Invest it into things.
Yeah, Investor Day. Do they have Investor Day?
I don't know.
Celebrates the people who got here first, who own everything.
Family Money Day, or
Who continue to live off the fat of the land.
how come we don't have our own holiday? We're just as discriminated against as you people are.
And all the workers have to labor for them on that day.
Mm-hmm. Happy Family Money Day, all. Come to my estate.
I need a day off. Close all the markets today so I cannot have to labor over my markets.
Ah, Family Money Day.
What's going on with you? How was your non-patriotic day off?
Are truck drivers? They're workers, right? They're part of the labor.
For sure, they work hard. You saying truck drivers don't work?
Yeah, that's what I'm insinuating. No, I just
see.
wanted to tie this story in.
Just sit on their butt all day and drive.
Lazy sons of bitches just doing crystal meth and driving across the country,
Nice.
having sex with underage women at truck stops.
Wow. Had to be underage too? Could just
I think so. I think a lot of lot lizards are underage. I could be wrong.
I feel like they would be older.
Probably that too. Yeah.
So
Maybe we should do it.
no one's their age. It's you got to be older or young.
That'd be a cool Magroom expose where we went and interviewed lot lizards.
Oh Jesus! I've never even heard that word before. I know what you mean by it because it's very graphic.
Yeah. Yeah. It paints
Is there
a picture.
a lot lizard day?
There should be probably. I mean, they deserve a holiday.
Day off. I mean, I guess they could take a day
Unless
off.
unless they just love working, I guess.
It's true.
And then just take Labor Day off. You know what this means? I heard a truck driver, somebody asked a truck driver, have you ever seen the black dog? There was a guy, a truck driver, and the guy was sitting next to him. He said, oh, you're a truck driver. And I thought this was really cool. If you ever meet a truck driver, you can say this to them, and it's fun. But he said, did you ever see the black dog?
If I get on a CB, could I say? Because that would be cool.
Well,
do they still use CBs?
Breaker 19, we still use CBs. Rubber ducky, come back here.
They can't still use that, right?
You think they use like text messages instead?
Yeah.
I hope
guess
truck
it's
driving is
handless,
still
though.
cool.
I'd love to have a CB.
But can you want to guess? Do you want to guess what it means to see the black dog if you're driving a truck?
Have you ever seen the black dog? It's got to be something where you've driven so long that you get some sort of vision.
Like a trucker's high.
Yeah.
It's probably just crystal meth. But what it is this is one of the most famous urban legends told by truckers. It's about a menacing black dog that appeared as a warning to sleep-deprived truck drivers to get off the road as soon as possible because of the imminent danger. Some say it's an omen of death. Some say it's a protective sign that everything will be okay. So I thought that was a cool thing to ask somebody. You ever seen the black dog? So if you ever meet a truck driver, that's a good conversation starter because he'll think you're kind of in the know. And I actually printed out a few of these things for truck drivers if you want to hear a few of them.
But why can't I feel like I should have some as a teacher? Like, have you ever gotten a hairy eyeball?
Seen the black student? And then you say, I have a bunch of black students.
Yeah, it's not, some week before a holiday where you're just like at your end of your wit. There'd be some saying for that.
You guys have senioritis. That's something
It's
that
true.
doesn't exist anywhere else. You guys get do teachers get senioritis at the end of the year? Probably, right?
When teachers are leaving a school, they definitely get senioritis.
Yeah.
Where their last semester at the school, they don't really do much.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
the kids love it.
Yeah.
They love having a teacher who has, like, where teachers hate having students that have senioritis, students love a teacher that has senioritis.
So it'd be cool to have both in the same classroom.
Oh, geez, that's really what you should do.
I should do?
Most useful. Well, at like a school should be like, all right, well, Jim's leaving, let's transfer him to the senior
Oh, I
classes.
thought you
at
meant
least.
me. Like instead of doing my expose on lot lizards, I should do an expose on senioritis.
You got two exposés
Plague.
now. One, you're gonna act like you're gonna become a lot lizard
No,
in their life.
I'm not gonna become
and then the
one.
second one, you're gonna become a senior
Just gonna
in
ask
high
them
school.
questions. I'm not blowing truck drivers.
It's like you're like 21
Look,
Jump
I love
Street,
the show, Jared. I'm committed to the show, but
but, like,
I have my limits.
also truck stops around there too. You don't even have to go anywhere. You can do both in the same town.
Where's there truck stops in Jupiter?
I bet you could go down to Fort Pierce. There seemed like there's a lot of truck stops down in Fort Pierce.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not the same town.
But
the
it's
opposite.
close.
That's like an hour away.
That's the opposite.
It's the opposite. It's a different town. It's the opposite of being in the same town. It's a different town, different county.
Did I say the same town? I thought I said the same area.
Mm-mm. You said town.
Okay. We'll see when you edit it. And there's also truck stops around there too. You don't even have to go anywhere. You can do both in the same town.
Do you want to hear a couple of well-known driver superstitions?
Yeah, tell me. You said some more trucker stuff. Yeah.
Never pee on your own truck. That's the number 2.
That's number two.
Number 2. Get it? Why would you pee on your own truck?
Do trucks have bathrooms in them? I know they sleep in there, but they always stop at a truck stop, so maybe not.
Don't drive with a $50 bill.
What happens if you drive with a $50 bill?
They don't expand on it at all.
They only sell the one about love. The other ones... There's got to be some women truck drivers now. Do they have... You could be a lot lizard for the women truck drivers.
I would have no moral problems with that. Not in $50 bill denominations, though.
No. Well, maybe they give them to you because they need to get rid of them.
And I'll give you 3 sessions for 2 $50 bills. You get 3 for the price of 2.
1 for 50, 2 for 2 50s. 3 for 2 50s.
Right. What do? I have sex with you?
You wear a mask and have sex with them.
Can we act one of these out?
That does not sound like a good idea.
Come on, you be the truck driver. Ready? Hey, sir. Ma'am. Hey, ma'am. It's me, the lot lizard.
This
Just
is
running.
so uncomfortable.
I'm running a special.
So uncomfortable.
I'm running a Labor Day special today. You get one sexual thing for $50, or I'll give you 3 things for two $50 bills. You got any interest in
What
this?
if I give you 100?
$100 bill?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the whole thing. I thought I was helping you out, but yeah, that's fine. I'll take 100. Yeah, I thought, like, if you have, I know you
only
don't.
do it for 50s.
Well, I know that you guys don't like. Isn't it true that I heard that you guys don't like driving around with $50 bills on you? So I thought I'll do
That's
my.
only the man drivers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to
Females
know.
don't like $5 bills.
This is my first day of being a lot lizard. I don't know all the
So I'll
superstition.
give you one $5 bill.
No, I know. I still know math. I'm not an idiot. $100.
But those are the bills that we can't have. Why won't you help us out? That's discriminating.
I'm not discriminating. It's just that it's not worth it for $5. I could
Oh,
just get a normal job
I
for
see.
$5.
You could?
Yeah.
With that face?
I could work. I used to work. Ooh, nice. Whatever. You're the woman that's driving the truck. Come on, all right.
What does that mean? Truckers are part of the social and economic celebration of this world, this United States.
I just learned today that that's the reason we have Labor Day. Thank you for all your service, ma'am. I grew up celebrating.
Okay, I'll give you $10.
I
Two
grew up
fives.
celebrating Family Money Day with my family. We didn't.
Two fives.
No, I'm not fing you for $10. It's ridiculous. You're
You've
gross.
had relations for less.
I've been working out lately. Look, check out my chest.
You've paid for relations before.
I have not. I've been paid. Never $100. I know I was asking too much.
You've been paid
$20. I'll do it for 20. A $20 bill. Do you guys like $20
$20
bills?
for 2.
20 for 2. Sure. Done. And scene. So that's pretty good. I'd be all right at this. I made myself
You're great.
$20 there.
You brought yourself down from $100 to 20 in
Yeah, but
3 minutes.
she got me on the. I thought I was gonna get canceled or something. She said the thing about me not being
Discriminating?
supported. Yeah, I wasn't discriminating. I thought I didn't know that thing. I didn't know this.
There's a lot of discrimination lawyers at the truck stops as well. I brought some Dear Moogas today.
All right.
I haven't done those for a little while.
Okay.
You want to do a couple? I brought 2.
Sure.
Dear Mooga, I'm newly dating a chick. Sorry, let me start over. I'm newly
What was
dating
that?
a chick I really like. She has mental health problems, same as I. I understand it can be rough. Her toilet is so gross. I couldn't hardly sleep without thinking about how gross it was. She also never lets her dog outside. I'm pretty sure I should run for the hills, but what do I do? I'm a clean person. I want to help them though. Do I go inside Walmart right now and buy cleaning supplies? Thanks, Mooga. From Lot Lizard 63.
So basically, you kind of want to change them from being dirty into clean.
I like the real time that they're at Walmart right now. Like they're like waiting outside.
Oh, is that how that ended? I didn't
It
notice
said,
that.
do I go inside Walmart right now and buy cleaning supplies?
Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Try it. Yeah, go inside, buy some cleaning supplies, enable her for a little bit, and see if it works out. My guess is that you won't
she'll
change her. No.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll change her. But it's always fun to learn lessons the hard way, like I did when I first dated the Lot Lizard, when I gypped myself out of $80.
What does it probably mean the toilet is so gross?
It's got all those poopy. It's not always poopy, but it looks like poop, like the rings and the stains and stuff. And maybe she has
Is that
some
really
actual
that
poopy.
gross though? The rings?
You're talking to the wrong guy. I don't get
I mean,
grossed out by stuff like
poop
that.
on the toilet would be gross.
Yeah.
That'd be a deal breaker for me.
If the girl you were dating had poop on on any part of the toilet? What if it was in the
No,
bowl? It was just a stain
on
in the bowl.
On the seat.
So actual poop where your butt would be touching?
Yes.
That's
And it was-
the line you draw?
And it's more than once. Like the first time, I'm like, all right, maybe just got dirty, but like more than once.
My buddy came home. I have a friend who, let's see, he said he let his sister stay in his condo over a weekend when he wasn't there, she and her boyfriend. And he said when he got back on like Monday or whatever, he said there was poop all over the walls.
What? His sister?
His own sister and her boyfriend. And I don't
Did
know
he
what.
make him come back and clean it?
I don't remember the denouement of this story. I just remember that part being like, imagine if you let your sister use your house and then when you came back there was poop everywhere.
What would you do if Lori like used your house and you came back and there was feces on the wall? What would you do?
I guess I'd text her. I'd be like, what happened over the weekend?
I mean, does it seem like she has to have
Do you
some,
remember
there has to be
this?
some history, right? Like, you don't go from, like, Lori, pretty normal. You don't go from normal to feces on the wall, right? It's not like, it couldn't have been that surprising. Was it surprising to him?
I think so. I should ask him. I should text him.
Yeah, I'd like to know how surprising it was. Like, because if it's surprising, that's a hard turn.
Like, everything was normal between us and then there was poop everywhere.
and
But
you
I
think
mean, you
you're-
could explain. I mean, if Lori
And
did
you
that
think
to
you're
me.
like, you think your sister's pretty normal, and then all of a sudden you.
But maybe
have
she had a
food. But
crazy
she wouldn't
night.
even- she
Maybe
wouldn't
somebody
even
roofied
clean
her
it?
or something like
She's
that.
just gonna leave. And
Well,
not
that's the
clean
thing
it up?
that's the thing I don't get is why was it still there?
Oh,
Yeah.
what could be the story? Was there ever a story? Like what she said?
I'm gonna text him. He'll respond. Next week on the mag room. I'll tell you what happens with this because I don't have details.
It better be a tremendous story.
Yeah. What would be a boring story? I feel
We
like
just
no
we
matter
got
what the
bored
story
at-
is, it's kind
we
of
got
gonna be
bored on the
crazy.
way out and just threw feces at the wall.
Well, that's kind of a story right there. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. If you were bored, you decided to do the weirdest thing you could think of, and then you just left.
Yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything. I love you.
That's
brother.
all.
I have no other way to explain it. That's it.
So, have you ever done anything else like that when you were bored? You just got bored. Maybe
Never.
you killed a guy, or
Never.
It was a one-off thing.
One off. Yep.
You were
and
bored
I said,
staying
I'm
and
not
leaving
gonna clean
him?
it up, and I said he can clean it up, and that's it.
And that's all there is to it. There's no
That's it. Yep. No reason. I don't hate you. There's nothing going on.
Well, that was kind of an uneventful story. I didn't think there could be that, but apparently there is.
All from the dear Mooga.
Yeah. Do we even give that guy any advice?
We said try it, but it's probably not going to work.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It doesn't hurt to try it. I mean, it's not that big of a lift to clean a bathroom a couple times. This next story, I don't know if you heard about this. 2 astronauts, these 2 astronauts, Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore, great name, right? Butch Wilmore, took off in like a month ago to the space station. And they flew a Boeing Starliner capsule. And they were supposed to stay there for 8 days. So imagine it's me and you. We're going on vacation. It's just me and you for 8 days. That might be fun, right? We're going somewhere fun.
In a lunar capsule? Fuck no. Absolutely
Well,
not.
let's say it was something cool. We're doing something cool up there that we've never done before.
8 consecutive days with you?
I think you could handle it for 8 days.
Okay.
So that,
I'll try.
but the Starliner had a malfunction. Something was leaking, which doesn't seem good in a spaceship.
Okay.
So NASA decided finally that they couldn't fly them back. So now they're both there until February of 2025.
I would freak the out. Oh man,
Could you
I'm
imagine
having a
that
panic
shit?
attack thinking about that.
So me and you are up there, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, you know, you guys were gonna come home in a week. You're actually there for."
I would
9
just lie to him and
months."
be like, no, it's still only been 2 days. Like, I thought the time was the same in the moon and the thing. No, you've been there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Spend like
it's
48 hours. We're coming. Don't worry.
You can't tell up there. You know, the sun does up and down.
My space watch says it's December. Like, no. Must have malfunctioned when it left the Earth's crust.
Here was the one positive of it, though. You get to come back after the election. No one's going to talk to you about the election.
It's true. Maybe you missed Valentine's Day. You said February, right?
Yeah, it could be tough coming back on Valentine's Day with no gift for your
It's like, you
spouse.
didn't even bring me a moon rock or a chunk out of one of the rings of Saturn or something?
Yep, nope. Honey, I've been up there. But he's been up there with a woman. It's a man and a woman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude. Are they hot?
One is 59 and one is 60, so they're a little older. I don't know, they're in good. Astronauts are in good shape.
Yeah? Dude, you know they're
Right?
f***ing, right? You definitely...
Isn't it on video?
Well, not at night.
There's no cameras there at night?
They probably have the thing. I would do it in my contract where the cameras go off at like midnight.
Like how you think there's like an astronaut contract.
Midnight to 8 a.m. That's my time, okay?
Alright, I know you picked me for the spaceship, but...
Well, but you picked me because I'm the best fucking astronaut. I'm the best 59-year-old astronaut out there.
Nice.
Just let me have like 8 hours of sleep. Me and Betty, we're going to be just sleeping. We don't need cameras. Nothing's going on. And then like day one, I'm like, Betty, I know it sucks that we're stuck here till February, but why don't we make the best out of a bad situation?
Nice. She's like, should we throw our feces at the wall?
No, you're into this? I thought like 1 out of every 1,000 people was into this. How come all my friends want to throw shit at the walls? People, man. Where's the International Space Station?
In
Just
space?
out in space?
Yeah, it's in orbit.
Is there one?
Yeah. Yep.
How big
There
is
used
it?
to be a thing called Skylab. I think that...
Is that where the
sank
Terminator
back
worked
to
for?
the-
Is that what John Connor worked for?
I don't know. It sunk back to the Earth, though. And burned up.
Space Lab?
Yeah, Skylab.
Skylab?
Mm-hmm.
It sunk back to the Earth?
Yeah. And burned up. That's what happens eventually with all of them.
Was that what's going to happen to space camp? What's the thing called that you're talking about?
The International Space
International
Station?
Space Station? Is it going to sink back to Earth?
I don't know. It's always Americans and Russians that are up on it, so it's kind of a feel-good story for two countries that hate each other.
But is it like its own thing? Is it like a planet? Is it like a mass?
It's like in the movies. It's like a space station. They
Like,
live
does that
in
mean
it.
like a post office, but for space stuff?
I don't know. You mean like, is it as big as a post office?
Like,
or...
do you go there to buy space supplies and stuff?
No. They live there.
Okay.
It's like food. I mean, there must be food, right? From an 8-day stay to a February stay.
Is there a general store? Like a place just to get stuff in the
Yeah,
middle of
there's-
the night?
Bud works at the general store. He's just kind of up there. It's like, if you need stuff, you got to pay him. He doesn't take 50s, though, so don't bring any 50s.
That's why truck drivers don't go to space.
No.
We should make a movie called Truckers in Space. And it's about like working men who get put into outer space and they're all truck drivers.
I like that. That's kind of what Armageddon was about, wasn't it? No, they worked on a oil rig, I think.
I don't know.
And then we could have Truckers in Space 2. Hair of the Black Dog. They have to have some other... I thought you were going to tell me other good sayings they had.
I have some. Here. In New Mexico, there is a truck stop where some truck drivers receive tickets for parking in the wrong spot. But whenever a driver attempts
It's called
to pay,
a parking ticket?
but whenever the driver attempts to pay the fine, they discover that the ticket is not registered and there is no record of it. In an eerie twist, it turns out that the police officer who supposedly gave those fines has been dead for over 20 years.
That's a good prank.
It's not a prank, it's a ghost police, but not even, it's the ghost of a police officer, but one of those like just like parking
Traffic
meter maid cops.
Who just gives tickets that you don't then have to pay. So it's just like you have a little bit of it, like, just a little bit difficult in your life where you actually call them and they say, no, it's not actually a ticket, and then that's the end.
Yeah. And they'll be like, and do you want to know what? The driver that wrote the ticket? What was the officer's name on your ticket? Yeah, he's been dead for over 20 years.
And then do they play music after that? Like, dun dun dun.
We're like, well, his name's Detective Officer Smith. There could have been another Officer Smith, right? I'm like, well, that's true.
Jedediah Smith? Is it Jedediah Smith?
Oh, we just looked up Jay. I didn't realize Jedediah. Well, no. Jedediah's still on the force. You do have to pay that. I was thinking you were talking about James Smith. He died in a tragic accident 20 years ago.
At a truck stop.
He wrote a ticket for a lot lizard.
Dun 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 dun.
How about one hell of a bat? One evening, a truck driver on a night delivery saw a large object flying toward him. He did the risky maneuver to avoid shattering the windshield, but still heard a dreadful sound. He quickly stopped to see what he had hit and found a human-sized creature on the ground.
What?
The legend goes that the creature resembled a 2-meter-wide humanoid bat. After the driver cautiously peered out of his cab to get a better look, the beast bounced on its feet and flew away. The driver quickly sped away, and only when he could stop at the gas station did he see the damage done to his truck. This creature is similar to the Mothman sightings famous in West Virginia folklore, which were reportedly seen in the Point Pleasant area from November
It's a really good drug.
15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. Exactly 1 year and 1 month to the day. I'm just making up the last part. So a guy hit a human bat.
So a guy got in an accident and then made up a story about a human bat to see if it would work at his...
It's the insurance company. He's like, you hit a guy. You hit a f***ing guy. Where's the dead body? He's like, I swear to God, it wasn't a guy. It was a humanoid bat. He's not there because he flew away. He was fine.
Why won't you believe me?
I said, I'll call the insurance company. He said, I'm fine. And then he flew away. So just pay me the...
He can speak? He said, I'm fine?
Well, humanoid. Yeah, he was humanoid.
Okay.
He was part human, half bat. Part
I think
bat.
he wouldn't be English. He'd be like Transylvanian or something.
The bat?
Uh-huh.
Happened in West Virginia, Jared.
I see.
He's Appalachian.
Yeah. Wouldn't he be mad and want to bite you or something if you hit him with a truck?
He just wanted to get back to his home. He wasn't a fighting. He wasn't the fighting type. Do you want one more?
If you were a humanoid bat, I think you would fight.
No, not everybody wants to fight, Jared.
Okay.
Like this story, The Vanishing Hitchhiker. The story goes that a trucker is driving late into the night when they pick up a hitchhiker. The passenger was quiet but friendly, and the two enjoyed a simple chat. When the truck driver arrived at the hitchhiker's destination, he looked around, and the hitchhiker had vanished entirely. So I think that story might be about a truck driver that did LSD.
Who would like?
I swear to God, he's like, pull over out here, and I pulled over, looked over, he wasn't even there, man. He wasn't even. I've been talking to him for probably 35 minutes.
Breaker, this is Trans 1436.
I mean, he was quiet but friendly. We enjoyed a simple chat.
What'd you talk about?
Baseball. He was a big Mets fan. He loved the '86 Mets. I said Mookie Wilson should have won the batting title that year if you ask me.
What?
I said I don't know much about baseball, but I say a guy named Mookie Wilson needs to win an award every once in a while.
Just because his name's Mookie?
Mookie Wilson? That's the greatest name I ever heard. I think he should win. They should have won the World Series just for drafting him.
He has one of the greatest quotes ever.
Give it to me. I'm just a simple truck driver.
I have to look it up. Here it says it's from an article. It says, when I'm in a slump, I comfort myself by saying, if I believe in dinosaurs, then somewhere they must be believing in me. And if they believe in me, then I can believe in me.
That's really good. Yeah.
It was from a Village Voice piece called Favorite Dinosaurs of the Mets.
So yeah, we was just talking about baseball. We talked about Mookie Wilson, Rafael Santana.
Rafael Santana said that he's on this too.
What did Rafael Santana say?
I know two things. The best ball players in the world come from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic, and the best pterosaurs come from Kansas. Kansas is the San Pedro de Macorís of flying shit. Wow, I heard shit in there.
What? Is that about dinosaurs?
Pterosaurs, I guess?
Pterosaur? Is that a kind of dinosaur? Wait,
Kevin
all the Mets
Mitchell
really
said-
were all the Mets really into dinosaurs for real?
Kevin Mitchell said, I remember my first season in the minors. I had a bunch of rubber dinosaurs in my locker. I was way too cocky. One manager comes by, picks these things up by the tail, and heaves them out the door. He just fixes me with a look. He says, first let's see you make the majors. Man, talk about incentive.
Wait, this is real? Is this real? Do the Mets really love dinosaurs?
It was from a Village Voice article called Favorite Dinosaurs of the Mets.
We like cocaine, we like prostitutes, and we like Paleolithic trivia.
Oh, that's great. They definitely would have some stories about disappearing hitchhikers and stuff like that. Should we wrap it up? Produced by Butch Winters. Fact checked by Bill. Theme song by Monty Alexander.
Who was Butch Winters? Well, what
couldn't
story
remember.
was that from?
I couldn't remember the astronaut's name, so I just made up something close to it. I'd already clicked out of the story. Do you remember what his name was?
The astronaut?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I have an uncanny knack for not being able to remember anything exactly, but remembering something close to it. His name was Butch Wilmore. But it's like I always get names wrong, but I don't get them totally wrong. But I
Right.
never get them totally right. Social media by Cousin Paul. Check out the Instagram. He's been lighting it up. Some good ones. We didn't talk about football or sex this week. I don't know what he's going to do.
Didn't we talk about sex a little bit? In the beginning?
Yes, yeah, the truck stops.
Feces and sex, lot lizards. Who gets turned on by poo?
I can't wait to see his Instagram picture of a lot lizard.
Yeah. I bet
Something like a lizard crawling out of something.
Oh, I was picturing an actual lot lizard. Like bad teeth, bad hair. Kind of
I
like.
bet, you know what you could get a good trucker one would be? Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah. Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge, and then she didn't exist. Large Marge was dead, right? That was kind of like a trucker thing.
So a lot of trucker lore has to do with falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. Because
So-
you're hallucinating, right?
Yeah. Lack of sleep, too many drugs.
Well, if you have any good trucker stories, send us an email at themagroom@hotmail.com.
Yeah, if you've ever seen the black dog, write us. Tell us about
Write
it.
us. Or a letter if you're on the road and you
Or
don't
the man
have
in the white
access to
tunic.
email, send us a letter.
Yeah.
Or a fax if your truck stop has a fax machine.
Yeah.
Hashtag put that on your phone this week. Hashtag don't kill your wife. And hashtag if you ever see the black dog. Make sure you
Hashtag black
get off the
dog,
road.
yeah.
Get off the road.
I've seen the black dog probably twice in my life.
Driving.
Well, one was an actual black dog. I used to own a Scottish Terrier when I was a kid, and then like once when I was driving, I actually didn't see the black dog. I wish I had, because what I did was I drifted out into the middle of an intersection because I was sleeping. I was asleep at the wheel. And,
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was at a stop, but I fell asleep before the light went to green. So I just started drifting out into the road. And I wish I had seen the black dog maybe, 10 minutes before, and I could have just pulled over.
Did you
taken a
get in an
nap.
accident?
No. When I woke up, I kind of came to, and I was in the middle of the road, and there were people around, So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Where was that?
Baltimore.
Yeah, it's just like a normal day in Baltimore.
Yeah, it
They
wasn't any
just
big
let
deal. Nobody really cared. I was the most nervous one of everybody, so.
Yeah. That like made their day.
Yeah, it was all fine. I was working 2 jobs. I was working like nonstop at the time.
Putting
I wasn't
food on the table.
I
You
wasn't-
had your lot lizard job at night and your mortgage job in the day.
Yeah, it was work related.
You still were only getting 2 for $10 for the lot lizards. You had to do double shifts.
Yeah, people kept bullying me into lower prices.
You weren't hard to negotiate with. I'll tell you that much.
Look at me
I
now.
love how you said though you've seen a black dog twice in your life, and the first one was a dog you owned. Like you've only seen it, like you saw that once.
Well, I considered it once. He was one.
One like umbrella time.
Yeah. And then the other one was just once.
I see.
You're about to see, if you just saw the black dog, pull over to the side of the road and listen to the mag room. What a great way to
Stick
end
with
your
the
night.
mag
Stick with
room.
that's what I meant. And everything else is cream cheese.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Have a nice day. Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.